Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. In the name of Allah, the most beneficent and the most merciful. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. How are you, student? This is our science class, and I'm your science teacher, Mrs. Farah Nasir. Today, our topic is about living things. This is Unit 7. Open your books, page number 34. Dear students, every day you see all around you many things. Some things are move, they respire, they grow up, but some things they cannot move. They don't need any food, they don't need oxygen. They are called non living things, and movable things are called living. How can we differentiate that which things will be the living things and which things will be non living? Living things have some characteristic. According to this, we can see that these things are living. You see on your screen, I mentioned here some points of the living things. These are the basic characteristic of these living. They need food, they respire, they excrete. Living things have sensitivity. They move by themselves. They can grow and they can reproduce. These seven are the main characteristic of the living things. Now, what is the definition of this? Before starting the chapter, let us know about the definition of living things. The term living things refer to the things that are now or once were alive. In order to be classified as living, it must grow, use energy, reproduce, made a cell, respond to environment. Definitely all these things grow, energy, reproduce, made to cell, respond to environment. These all are the characteristic of living things. You see on your screen that also I mentioned here some um, characteristic of these things: movement, respiration, sensitivity, the same things, but the words are different used for them: growth, reproduction, excretion, nutrition. Living things are things that are alive. They need food, definitely like us, water and air to stay alive. They have the ability to reproduce or give birth, grow and change on their own, and respond to change their environment. Animals, plants, human beings, they are all living things. Also, you see that there are some other examples of the living things. Yes, come to your book, page 34. There is a variety of living things on the earth. What does it mean to be alive? What characteristic do all organisms or living things have that make them different from non-living things? So we have some characteristic that I already discussed with you, but now we read about it in the explanation form. All living things need food. Definitely, we need food, animals need food, and also the plants. Who will tell me that how plants eat food or they can make their food? You have learned this in your previous class that plants make their food by using photosynthesis method, and they make their food by the sunlight, by using sunlight. Living things need food in order to perform their life processes. Food gives them energy. Animals get their energy by eating different plants and other animals. And you also learn about it that which type of animals eat plants and which animals eat the other animals and which animal eat both things, plants and animals. Who will tell me about this? Yes, herbivores, carnivores, and omnivores. Herbivores were those animals that eat only the plants like cow, goat, horses, deer, rabbits, etc. And which animals are carnivore? That only eat the other animals. They are called tame animals like tiger, lion, etc. And omnivores are those who eat the variety of food. They both have plants and also the animal. Yes, this is your previous knowledge. Now come to the plants. Plants make their own food by the process called photosynthesis. Yes, I share here some examples for you. The animals earn the food of them. This is another example of the animals who eat plants, and all the living things need food for the survival. Yes, the next characteristic is all living things respire. Respire means they need oxygen for the survival. Both plants and animals take in oxygen and give out carbon dioxide when they respire. They use oxygen to break down their food in order to obtain energy. What is the use of oxygen? It converts the food into the pieces and give us energy. Some animals like human use their lungs to inhale oxygen and exhale carbon dioxide. Inhale mean bring inside and exhale mean outside. Others breathe through their skin or with the help of gills. Some animals use lungs for the respiration, and some animals use their gills and skin for the respiration. I share a screen over here. You see some different examples. Fish use gills for the breathe, respiration. And you see that chicken, human beings, and spiders, they use lungs for the respiration. And the caterpillars, spiracles, and the frog use skin for the breathing. There are also some example of it. You see that the plants take oxygen from its environment. The third characteristic of the living thing is all living things excrete. All living things produce waste material. This waste material needs to be removed from the body. Definitely, waste material will be removed from our body, then we use the other food, or then we can take other food. Otherwise, it will not be possible for the living things without excretion to take the new food. Removal of waste product from the body is called excretion. Yes, again, you see some examples of this. Excrete waste of plants and also of the human beings. Waste substances must be removed from the all living things. It is necessary for all the living things, the plants as well as the animals as well as the human beings. Plants and animals both need to get rid of waste, gas and water. If waste remain in the body, it would be poisonous. Yes, definitely. The kidneys, this is the most important or the main part of our body for excretion. You have two kidneys in your body. They are located towards your back near your waist. They filter the blood and remove any harmful or excessive substances, for example, urea, water, salt, and hormones, etc. It means that they are the main part of our excretion. Yes. The next characteristic is sensitivity. Living things respond or react to things which happen in their environment. When an animal realizes it is in danger, it runs for safety. Definitely, it is due to sensitivity of the animals. You remove your hand quickly when you touch a very hot pot. The leaves of the mimosa plant close when you touch them. There are also again some examples in the screen. You see them. The other example of sensitivity, energy living things, every living thing notice changes in the environment around them and react. Definitely, when there is any change, all the living things can feel and react it. Yes, these are also some example of this sensitivity. All plants sense and respond to their environment. Definitely, animals and the human beings direct, respond, and react, but the plants also react very quickly. Respond to touch when we touch the leaves of the plants, respond to light, turn to the light. Some plants move according to the light, respond of moisture or wilting. The next characteristic is all living things can move by themselves. Definitely, we can move, we can walk, run, crawl, as well as the animals. All the animals can move. But how the plants move? Plants move downwards in the soil, their roots move downwards in the soil, and also their stem and flower move which side? Upward. And some flowers like sunflower, it moves according to the sunlight. So that's why its name is sunflower. Most animals move from place to place in search of food, water, shelter to mate, and to avoid danger. This movement is called locomotion. It means that when we move one place to another place for the water or food or shelter or any necessary thing, then our motion is called, or our movement is called, the locomotion. Plants move in the different ways since they prepare their own food. Definitely, they cannot move, they produce their food by themselves, but animals and human beings cannot produce their food by themselves. Where they take their food? We take our food from the plants or from the animals. Since they prepare their own food, they need not go from place to place in search of food, but certain parts of plants show movement. For example, the sunflower moves in the direction of the sun. And you see in the screen, there are some other examples of movement. Living things move, animals move around to get from place to place. Plants turn towards the light and their roots grow in the soil, as I explained you. And also these are some examples of the locomotion. Movement of the animals from one place to another is called as locomotion. See, we can run, walk, jump, birds fly, and animals crawl, fish swim. All these are the examples of the locomotion. Plants cannot move from one place to another. I also explained this before, but some of their parts move. Which parts? Like flower, I gave you the example of sunflower, and also the roots of the plants, they move downward in the soil. The other characteristic of the living thing is all living things grow and go through a life cycle. You were born as a baby, develop into a child, then a teenager, and will grow into an adult. Definitely, this is a life cycle or the process of the growing of all living things. In this screen, you can see the life cycle of the plant as well as the human being. And also in this screen you also see different example of the living things. There is the life cycle of a chicken, egg, then chick, then a adult. And also the example of plants, cat, and a human being. These all the examples of the grow to grow, the characteristic of growing. The last characteristic of this chapter or the living thing is reproduce. Reproduction is a process by which living things make new life. What is the meaning of reproduce? Reproduction is a process by which living things make new life. Animals produce their young ones. Plants are pollinated and produce seeds, while bacteria divide to produce more bacteria. Like the human beings and the animals, they produce their young ones, and plants pollinated by the seeds that I told you in the previous characteristic, the life cycle of the animals, the human, and also the plants. So, due to their life cycle, they reproduce their young ones or new plants, new animals. While bacteria divide to produce more bacteria, because when the cell divide, one cell become in two, and then two will convert into four, and definitely they reproduce the new cells. When living things reproduce, they make living things with same characteristic. Definitely human beings birth a human baby, like cow birth a cow baby, birds birth the birds. So all the living things have the same characteristic by which they. Yes, students, now come to the exercise. Before the exercise, I again repeat the characteristic of the living things. How many characteristics the living things have? 7. The one is they need food, then they need respire, they excrete, they have sensitivity, they move by themselves, they grow, and they reproduce. 7 characteristics have living things, and these characteristics differentiate between the living and the non-living thing. Let's come to the exercise. The question number 1 is about match the column. Already definitions of that column A is given. To the other column, only we match that which definition will meet with which word. The ability to respond to change in your environment. What is this? This is sensitivity. Sensitivity. D. The process of removing waste matter from the organs, blood, or tissues. Which characteristic is this? Excretion. Excretion. Part C. Number 3, the process by which living things consume food and liquid and digest or absorb them. What is this? Nutrition. Nutrition. And this is B. The last is the process by which living things continue to extend their species. Reproduction. Reproduction, because through reproduction they produce the new ones, the young babies. 4a, I already mentioned here the key of the column. You can copy from here, but you already know about the definition, that which definition goes to which word. Come to the blanks, fill in the blanks. The first one, plants make their own food by a process called photosynthesis. All living organisms have 7 characteristics that make them different from non-living things. Plants and animals take in oxygen and give out carbon dioxide. This process is called respiration. And which part of the body used in respiration? Yes, who will tell me? Kidneys or lungs? Yes, good. Lungs. We use lungs for the respiration, but not all the living organism use lungs for this. Fish use gills, and frog use skin for the respiration. Animal can move from one place to another place. This movement is called locomotion. Come to part C, circle the correct answer. Three options are given to you. You will read the statement and see that which option is satisfy the given statement. Leaves of the mimosa plants close up when you touch them. This characteristic of the living thing is known as reproduction, sensitivity, or growth. Sensitivity. B. Photosynthesis is a process by which plants are photographed. Plants make their own food. Living things change. Yes, which one is the correct option? B. Plants make their own food. Very good. The third is the life cycle of living things shows that they grow and change, produce waste substances, and sensitive to their environment. Grow and change. Grow and change. Sensitivity means moving from place to place, reaction to one's environment, being able to breathe. B option, reacting to one's environment. 5. All living things need food for energy to grow and to be active, to be able to breathe, to react to their environment. Part A, for energy to grow and be active. I already gave here the key of this part. Circle the correct option. Now part D is answer the following question. You will note down all these questions on your neat copies. First question is, what is the one important thing that plants can do but animals cannot do? The answer is plants make their own food but animals cannot make their own food. Question 2 is, why do animals move from place to place? Because why they move and what is that movement called? We learned about the locomotion, that animals move from place to place in search of food, water, shelter to mate and to avoid danger. Question 3, explain how animals' movements are different from those of plants. Animals move from place to place in search of food, but plants cannot move from place to place because they are able to make their own food. So that's why they are stuck in one place, but they grow downward and upward. Question number 4 is, give an example of growth in plants and animals. The plants example is, new plants grow from the seeds. For the animals, animals mean also the human beings. Human growth starts as a baby, develops into a child, then a teenager, and grows into an adult. Question number 5 is, make a list of the 7 characteristics of all living things. We have already learned about these 7 characteristics. The first one is, all living things need food. Then all living things respire. The third one is, all living things excrete. Then all living things have sensitivity. Then all living things can move, they can grow, and they reproduce. Here we finish over chapter number 7 about living things, and in this chapter we learn about the 7 characteristics of all the living things which make different them from the non-living things, because non-living things don't need food or respiration or to grow, but all the living things, animals as well as the plants, they need food, respire, excrete, sensitivity, motion, to move, they reproduce, they grow. Okay, students, inshallah, in the next meeting, we will meet a new chapter, Unit 8, Life Cycles of the Animals. Inshallah, thank you so very much. Allah Hafiz.